if you're even a little bit attractive, there's something about you that makes people attracted to you, whether it's your personality, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you talk, etc. You're talented. You have to have as much street smarts as somebody with a lot of money. Your antennas have to be up at all times, because believe it or not, there's a lot more people that know you than you think. Your name and your picture, they're in rooms that you've never been in with people that you've never met.
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's watching. I greatly appreciate you. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description. Make sure y'all check out the Retain Gang community. It's a live space where we grow, we learn from each other, we do weekly calls, and it's just a positive environment. All right, so tap in. But I want to give y'all some game on attraction on this journey, because we always talk about the positive side, women attraction. We talk about attracting opportunities and just things in general, right? But we never get down to the other side of it, as far as what happens when you become attractive. You don't only just attract opportunities, you attract misfortune too. You know what I'm saying? You become a target. Just put it that way. You become a target. People know who you are, but you don't know who they are. You see? And that might seem cool, but just look at celebrities, for instance. Celebrities, they can't even go in public without somebody noticing them. And it can be draining for them because they gotta give their attention to these people. They gotta sign autographs. They gotta take pictures, right? That can be draining. Sometimes you just wanna go about your day and you don't want to be bothered with nobody. We all get that way. So just like a celebrity, when your energy is so attractive, you're going to have people that just want to be in your space all the time, you know, and that can drain you. You also are going to light up the rooms that you walk in, the spaces that you walk into. People are going to notice who you are. When you start moving a certain way, you start moving in the right way for you, you're going to light up the spaces that you're in. And it has nothing to do with your looks. Shout out to T. Shinley for sponsoring today's video, man. But check this out. Semen retention can only do so much for you. You still have to do your part externally as well as internally. You feel me? When you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you damn sure feel good. All right, so I've been using T. Shinley for years now, and I can tell you, well, the results speak for itself. I don't got to tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? They give you everything that you need to be successful. All right? You can start off with the level 1, which comes with a face wash, a face scrub exfoliator, an AM and PM moisturizer, and dig this. If you don't know how to use it, well, they give you an instruction card that tells you how and when to use it. Okay, so there's no excuses. And because T. Shinley is sponsoring today's video, they're giving all my viewers a special deal. You get 40% off your first purchase, your first box, plus 20% off for life if you become a member of T. Shinley. Plus, you get a free gift. You get to choose between a nail filing kit or a face scrub, an exfoliator. All right, so this is a great deal, guys. You don't want to pass up on this. If you're interested, click my link in my description or in my pinned comments and tap in with T. Shinley today. It's all about your energy, okay? The frequency that you give off. That's why I tell you, you got to protect your energy when you go outside. As soon as you wake up, you got to make sure you reinforce that protection over you, because folks see you. You don't know who they are, but they see you. And you don't know who's preying on your downfall. And it don't even have to be somebody that you know. That's the crazy thing about it. It can be somebody that you walk past, that you saw at the grocery store. Somebody that saw you and they didn't like the way you was dressed. They didn't like your energy. Maybe they was jealous of you. And they make it up in their mind they don't like you, so they send negative energy towards you. And this could be happening more than you think. The people that you're walking past every single day, you don't know who has you on their mind. You don't know what rooms your name is being spoken in. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be getting spiritual attacks and don't know where they're coming from. It could be coming from strangers who just saw you. They don't like you. They don't resonate with you. So they send negative energy towards you through their thoughts, through their energy. Right? You got to protect yourself, man. It ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Your light pulls in the light and the dark. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not something to be afraid of. It's just something to be aware of. Have awareness. Keep your head on the swivel and watch who's around you. Okay? Your energy is precious. Your energy is like gold. Your currency is the money. Your currency has always been the money. It's always. You just don't know that. You have to get on a journey like this to really find yourself, and you start to gain the light codes to understand who you are, what you're capable of. You think everybody like you thinking everybody gonna just gravitate towards your energy? Yeah, they will, but not for the reason that you think they will. It's gonna be different reasons across the board. So you gotta understand what you have, and then you gotta know how to maneuver around the traps and the people that's gonna come at you and try to attack. The entities that might come at you and try to attack. Just like on the show Black Lightning, Lightning, the girl that had the powers where she could fly, right? She would always go up into the cosmos and absorb the cosmic energy. And her energy was attractive. You would see the cosmic energy swirling around her, energizing her, right? But eventually she got taken over by an entity, because not only was she attracting the positive, she was also attracting negative energy as well. That was jealous, that wanted to be in a physical vessel like she was. So it hijacked her energy. It merged with her energy when she went into like an ethereal-like state, and she lost herself. So I be telling y'all, man, people will come around you just so they can attach to your aura, your spiritual energy. They'll synchronize themselves with you through getting to know you, through conversation, just being in your space. They get around you long enough to learn you. I know how to say all the right things to synchronize with you. And then I can either destiny swap, watching everything you do, mimic everything you do, or I can sabotage your blessings. A lot of y'all don't even know you got people around you that's sabotaging your blessings. They'll try to dim your light as well because they don't want to see you glowing. A lot of folks don't have the discipline to do what you do. They don't have the insight. They don't have the willpower. All right. So instead of doing it themselves, they're going to leech off of you. Why do you think you end up losing people? Why do you think you end up isolated so much? When you become attractive, you can't just be around everybody like that. If you don't know how to protect your light, it can be very draining. You get to a point where your energy is so high, it's so vibrant, that you start to get conceited, you get cocky, and you start making dumb decisions. I used to do the same thing. I remember I first got on a long streak, and I was feeling myself. I felt like I was in a Spike Lee movie, like I was just floating. When they be walking and the camera, they just be floating, right? And I remember I went out to a bar and I was just in the zone, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, start talking to some women. Next thing you know, I didn't lost progress. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too much in detail with that, but you already know what it is. But I learned from that. It humbled me. Because in that moment, I had to realize that, all right, yeah, you have this energy, but this is like money. You can't be walking around just flashing stacks and expect everything to be okay. Nah, you're going to catch somebody's eye, and somebody's going to try to come and take that from you, whether they use physical force or not. they're going to put themselves in positions to try to get that from you. See, I left my guard down and I let my energy get taken based off the choices I was making. And I should have even been out there anyway, because just the environment, it's a lustful environment, a lot of spirits, people drinking. So that wasn't a good space for me to be in anyway on this journey and trying to elevate myself. But you live, you learn. That's how the wise become wise. So make sure y'all protecting yourselves, man, with this energy. You can't be complacent at all. But another thing about being attractive as well is people have different standards for you as they do someone else, right? Everything that you do is being recorded. You can't really go nowhere without somebody always noticing what you're doing. And in that moment, you become super influential. Might not even realize it, but kids, babies, men and women, they're watching you, and you don't never know who you're influencing. I notice when I'm shopping at the grocery store, people watch what I buy, right? And I'm in a small town, so like people they see me frequently, and I notice they'll watch like what I'm buying, like what the clerk will ask me, what are you cooking today? What you making today? And it happens all the time. And I'm just like, wow, man, like, why is it everywhere I go, it's always so much interest in me and what I'm doing and what I'm buying? And, it's just the energy. That's all it is. It's the energy. You become contagious. You become very magnetic. You have this mysterious aura over you that makes people curious and they want to get to know you. Every time you step out your place, people are paying attention. So if you don't like attention, just know that, hey, that comes with the territory. It comes with it. And you might be trying to do things to dim your light in a sense, just because it might be overwhelming for you. It might be too stimulating. And that can be nerve-wracking for a lot of folks, all right? So just learn how to stay in harmony with yourself. Meditation is key daily on this journey. Meditation is going to be good to balance your energy out and help your light increase, help its reach increase, right? So as you're doing the meditations, you want to affirm that protection over your light. So create that shield around you, that glow, to protect you from the ones that want to do harm to you. Like I said, people can put spells on you. They can send entities and negative energy towards you just by a thought that they have. Just by walking across your path and they don't like what they see. That's a very serious thing, all right? Evil eye, that's where evil eye comes from. All right, so reinforce your protection. It's very important. But with that being said, y'all, these are a few things that being attractive can actually be a negative, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing all of our spiritual practices, that we keep our energy where we want it to be and not letting others influence it and use it against us. Okay. So if y'all need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. I'll leave a link in my description. Peace, love, and abundance, and I'm out.